Howdy, lads and lassies. Welcome back, y'all. So, we just got done shooting a match. We are here in my amazing backyard, getting ready for my birthday. And you shot really good today. And you have a lot of guns. More guns than anybody I know, maybe. Especially pistols and ARs. But you shot really good today. Like, you shot in the most popular division, shooting carry optics, and you did good, man. You did really, yeah, you kind of beat him. Yeah,
it worked. Today worked.
But you've kind of finally settled on a gun.
Yes, that's like, I have freaking gun ADD, bro. You know that. It's like, I'm like, oh, this is cool. Oh, wait, look at Baby Wolf. Oh, that's cool. Like so I'm like, yeah.
Like in one conversation, you'll be like, you know what? That's what I'm gonna shoot. But this SIG is awesome. Yeah, like, this CZ and this CZ and that CZ, and then it's like, but you've kind of settled on something, and I'm gonna take over the camera here, and I want you to talk about, you know, and if you guys are annoyed by the waterfall, and sorry, man.
It is what it is. It's dope.
You know, we're trying to be tranquil up in here, okay? The girls are getting massages right now, and here's what we're doing. We're making videos about guns for you guys. So, explain to me what this is, man.
This Jimmy right
Hold
here.
Hold that thing up in the light.
Okay, so what we got is a Taran Tactical. It's with a Logie little Combat Master action. Okay. Wow. It is, and it's at its core, it's a Glock 17. It's a Gen 5 Glock 17, but it's not. It's one that Taran's guys built up. It's a Timney trigger that's fitted by those guys, which is freaking dope. It's unbelievably good trigger. They lighten the slide up. There's some lightning cuts in it, some different cocking serrations on the front. I don't own irons because I don't need irons. It's got tungsten infused polymer grip palm swell, and this thing, it's like it was made for your hand. You grab it and it's like love at first touch. It's also got a carbide finish on it, so when you grab it, if you grab it like a grown-up, it's not going anywhere. That gun will stay in your hand exactly like you grab it. So all you cats and kitties, grab it the right way, because otherwise you'll be like trying to fidget with this thing. It does exactly what it's supposed to do, exactly like it's supposed to do it. The weight, I also run the Glock store has they're the captured guide rod and spring, but there's tungsten in it, so it's a little, I don't know what the actual weight is, but it's a little bit of weight up front. Static weight, which helps mitigate it. This thing shoots super soft and flat. For a striker gun. Usually striker guns are a little snappy. Dude, this thing shoots like a boss. It's absurdly reliable. I mean, this right now, you see there's some little carbon marks and all that. This has got probably 1,400 rounds on it. All I did was at the match, I put a drop of oil in each rail and friggin' rattled it a couple times, and it bangs. And it locks through every time. It feeds, chambers, locks, extracts, ejects. This thing is crazy reliable. It feels really good. It's the standard barrel, and the marksman barrels are super accurate, so they don't have to do that. But the work that they do on it is easily worth it, man. I love this thing. I'm actually gonna have them build another one just like this, just so I've got a backup gun. But yeah, it's a Taran Tactical. They're a Combat Master, and man, it's awesome. It's the gun I finally I started shooting it. I'm like, I'm done. This is what I'm gonna shoot, just because I shoot carry optics with it, and I can shoot limited optics with it, honestly. So. It's the thing, man. It's my jam. It's what's up. It's what's for dinner. So you finally settled on this
your gun, and that is it.
That's it. This is what I'm doing. Like I said, I'm when I get back to Utah, I'm going to be sending another Gen 5 out to them to make a twin brother of this Jimmy. So that's how much I like it.
Wow. Okay, so question: why? And everybody's going to ask this. I know this because I asked it. Why the 17 over the 34? Is it more just like, oh, it's what I had and now I like it? Okay. Or like, yeah. What is your take on it? Here's the thing. I run a 47, which is the short dust cover, like a 19X with a 17 slide. You know, but I run a 47 with a full-length slide and a full grip for all my concealment stuff. And so what I wanted is dimensionally a gun that's the same size. Okay. Also, I like the way it swings and the way it stops. I don't necessarily need the extra inch on the front of the gun. And the ammo I shoot, I'm not blade running for power factor. I know there's a lot of guys that are down that are down with the 34s and say that they shoot softer. I haven't noticed it. Just my shooting style, I haven't noticed it. So it doesn't make that much of a difference. But dimensionally, this is the exact same thing as my carry gun. I've got a 47 that's almost the same. This one shoots better. But that said, all my holsters are the same. My competition gun and my carry gun's the same. My training gun and my competition gun's the same. It's just, this one just got a super dope trigger on it, and all the things that I like, and the grip
Like I would have this done on my carry gun, except it would probably eat up my stomach carrying an appendix. That's the only reason I don't have them do that. It's freaking amazing. Like this thing is freaking, it's dope, dude. It's it.
With that grip, you come out looking like alien just crawled out of your stomach, bro. That grip
it would eat you. It would ruin you. It would tear up your shirts. Like I get little spots on my arm just from it resting in a match when my hands are at my sides. Like it'll leave little, like it's grippy. Just saying. But yeah, this thing, I'm telling you, man, I'm not. Like everybody will go, a Glock's a Glock's a Glock, and I'm the first dude. Like all dudes that know me, I'm like, "This is a freaking Glock, bro. Stop it." I shot this thing. I'm like, "This is not really a Glock. Like it's something else." So it's like it's a hybrid species of alien Glock that TTI puts together. I'm telling you, no lie, man. And whatever trigger you want on it, I got a lot of Timneys. I like the Timneys. They tune them really well. They shoot like I have no issue whatsoever. There's nothing about this gun I would change. Put it that way. And I'm gonna go the distance with this Jimmy and make a whole nother one just like it to have a backup, because you know 2 is 1 and 1 is none. And I have, you know. And
I'll say this too, their Timney is not, it's not the normal Timney. I can say that from experience, because I just put a Timney trigger in my friend Rivers' Glock 17. And now it's a Gen 3 17 because California.
Exactly.
But it didn't feel like that.
Yeah, this is like, I actually put the heavier trigger turn spring in it because it was so light that I was doubling up on stuff. I'm like, and it didn't make that much difference in my performance. Like it really didn't make any difference, but it was so like, people that are super duper crazy ass trigger snobs or have super like tactile dexterity, like I'm slapping the shit out of trigger. It doesn't make that much difference. But I like a really light crisp trigger. It was so light. I was like, it was almost unmanageable. It was so good. Like it was at a point where my shooting style didn't match up with it. Some guys will totally dig that. But like I put the little heavier, because it comes with Timneys come with like a silver spring and a red spring. I put the heavier one in. But it's, dude, this thing is, like I said, it's got thousands of rounds through it. I just shot it, and it's not like I'm not doing a durability test. I'm just shooting it, and if it feels different, I'll wipe it down and clean it up. And I haven't had to. So, like I said, it is freaking.
And it's kind of your competition only.
Yeah, this is my competition gun. All I shoot it for is competition. I don't carry it. None of it. It is my straight up comp gun. And like I said, I have no desire to go anywhere else with it. I really, and I've shot everything else out there. I freaking like it.
Well, and a bit of history, guys. Taran he's the OG of this game, okay? Back in the day, the first guns to have this done, in my recollection, was Salient Arms. And I was really close friends with Taran back then. And this is before he was Taran Tactical and all that stuff. He was just goofy Taran that used to take all of us to the movies all the time. And he was a good friend of mine. He's the guy that taught me how to shoot a gun. But he was the ground floor guy doing this, okay? Everybody else is just copying what he had the idea to do with the guys from Salient. And now Salient had amazing gunsmiths, and I think they did a good job, and nothing against Salient at all, or what they did. That just business relationship didn't work out, and Taran went and did his own thing. But the amount of experience he has working on this thing is longer than everybody else. Agency, Zev, all those companies, nothing bad. I have nothing bad to say about those companies.
They all make good guns,
but he is the OG of doing this to a Glock. He is the guy that made Grandmaster in 13 months on a bone stock Glock 22. He knows a lot about Glocks, and he was the first guy that went to Salient like, this is what I want to do and why I want to do it, you know? And so he's got a lot of experience. It's not just another custom Glock shop, which is why it's working. I'm not surprised it's working so good for you. But when you pulled this out, I was like, what the hell is Mike shooting now? But then you showed up again with the same gun.
It's a thing now. They're dating.
Wait. He's shooting the same gun? This hasn't happened since your Shadow 2 production days.
Yeah.
Like, which was a very long time ago.
Yeah, it was. It was a long time ago. And that was the last time I shot exactly one gun, the same gun every time. And this thing is like, this is it now. This is it.
And also, I do want to say, guys, do not have the argument between 17 and 34. Like, I really do believe it is a personal.
It's personal
preference. Some people, like, there's no, well, you can't, and don't go comparing resumes and none of that crap. Once you get guys to that like B-class level of competitor, they know what they like and what they don't like. They're not going to go shoot the long slide because Robert Vogel shoots it. Yeah. We'll guess like, or Savigny shoots it. Cooley shoots this. You know, so it's like, they're both amazing shooters. It's what works for them, and this is what works for Mike. And you know, don't be afraid of the 17 with a dot, dude, for sure.
Yeah, it's freaking. I'm telling you, it is like it's just it's a fun gun to shoot. Just in general, it's got a great trigger. It tracks really well. It's really soft in recoil. The cuts that they put in the front, they actually take weight off, so it balances it out, because obviously Glock probably did a little bit of study to get the optimal slide weight. The spring that I run in that for competition loads are a 15-pound cartridge spring. Like I said, I got from Glockworks, a little with the tungsten rod in it, and it runs like a boss. I've never had any feeding issues, any extraction. Like, it's literally not had a single issue with it that wasn't directly ammunition or magazine related. Good ammo, good mags, that gun will run. I mean, it is, again, as a competition gun, it was well worth the investment. Well worth the investment. And that's why I'm gonna get another one. Like you don't get race cars for cheap, but they're race cars for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Well,
dude, I really like this grip.
It's insane, bro. Sometimes I just grab. I'm like,
look at my hand. Can you see my hand here?
Yeah.
Like, that's just from one presentation.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't.
It just feels. Sometimes you walk by and you're like, I just want to touch you. I just want to touch you.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, but it's once you grab it. We were shooting yesterday.
Yeah.
Once you grab the gun, your grip. If you draw properly, you get a good master grip out of the holster, that gun's not going anywhere unless you relax your hands. It literally isn't.
Yeah.
It's like, and but it doesn't chew up your hands super bad. I mean, I got kind of hard hands, but it's like, it doesn't, I mean, if you hold the gun like a small child and it starts to move, it's gonna grind up your palm. Yeah, but that's any kind of gripping surface. But you put some adult strength behind it, that gun's not going anywhere. And like
a little bit of chalk, man. That thing's just like,
it's there.
It's
there.
gonna be
it's
awesome.
Like super glued to your hand until the end of the stage. So yeah, it's a thing, and I like it a lot. It's like I said, I was dudes, you know me. I was like, oh, it's a Glock, it's a Glock, it's a Glock. Yeah, I've been shooting Glock.
Yeah, you did that to me.
Yeah,
and but you were right
until that.
Until that.
Yeah.
Like with I have the second salient tier 1 firearm ever made.
I didn't know.
And you saw it, you were like, yeah, this isn't like the other salients I've tried.
Yeah.
Because it was one of those first gen ones, and it was done really well. And I love that gun. Byron still has it. He was like, can I buy this? And I sold it to him, and I promised him, he had to promise me he'd never sell it. Yeah. But it works. But that Glock 19 I had, you were like, dude, this is gonna do this, this, and this to you.
Yeah.
And it did. And I was like, dang it, like, because I liked the gun. Like, it looked cool, you know. But I think Taran's just on another level with this right here.
The thing is, it's a process now. It's not a one-off. It's not a one-off gun. You don't just go, oh, you know, can you kind of build this up, and they kind of like each one's a little different. No, like that's why one, I like it, because I know what I'm getting, and two, I will send with those guys. I'll just send pictures of it. This is exactly what I have, and I'll go make me another one exactly like this. And when it comes back, it'll be exactly like that. I'll have two guns and be like, the only way I'll be able to tell the difference is one has a couple scuffs in it and is dirty, and the other one's still clean. But their consistency of fabrication, like what they manufacture, their milling, it's just, they do a good job, dudes. So it's like, I'm totally down. And this is my gun that I bought, and I don't work for Taran, and I don't get money from TTI or any of that. This is just like, I shoot the stuff I like to shoot, and Luke goes, I'll shoot whatever I want, and I want to shoot this gun, and that's why I'm going to buy another one.
You will shoot whatever you want.
Yeah,
that is very true.
I can't, and you can't make me say, you know, that you know, a turd is a peach. I won't. If it's not a good gun, I'm just like, hey, it's not really like that good. And this thing, like I said, I put my name on this motherfucker. This thing is like, it's freaking cool. It's a cool gun to shoot, and it's like I said, it bridges the gap. I'm going to shoot this in limited optics because I can shoot the exact same gun from the exact same rig with the exact same magazines. Everything's the same, and I get to shoot two divisions.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, check out Taran Tactical Combat Master Glock's 17 here. This thing is fantastic.
Yep.
See y'all in the next one.